It's a race as vital and extrovert as the harbour city itself.
It has become the race in Sydney. It probably expresses the volatility and the pace of life in Sydney. There's a very impatient sprint race for very impatient owners of very precocious 2-year-olds.
Yet not even the wildest flight of fantasy could have scripted the miracle of the new millennium.
Line cleared and they're set to the Amy Golden Slipper. They're racing and Belle de Jour came up in the air. Belle de Jour's got the run with Crown Glory. Belle de Jour hit the lead and one of the great wins on the Golden Slipper after bungling the...
Swamped last year by the Belle de Jour bandwagon, Gai Waterhouse is back in force, determined to experience the ultimate thrill. Today on Wide World of Sports, can Gai's Hand of Five finally help her conquer the $2.5 million Amy Golden Slipper, the world's richest race for 2-year-olds?
And the Golden Slipper has such enormous hype to it. It's sort of like you're riding a roller coaster, aren't you? You're waiting for that final woo.
The day definitely belongs to the Department of Youth. But the champion Ty the Knot will race for his own share of the glory in the Group 1 Mercedes Classic.
Ty the Knot responds like the great champion he is, and the multi-millionaire races home with another brand bet. Ty the Knot.
Those making their mark and a veteran chasing turf history. We've got it all on Amy Golden Slipper Day, right here on the one and only Wide World of Sports.
G'day everyone and welcome to Rosehill Gardens, the home of the Amy Golden Slipper and 2001. Well, there's been plenty of hype about it. That's going to continue right throughout the afternoon. What a great race and a great day we have in store for you. Talking about great, we've got a great racetrack team as well. Kenny Callender, Ronnie Duffy with me. And Ronnie, I reckon you'll be sweating up a bit. Spectatorial, a monster day for you.
Certainly is, Simon. He's in good shape and the anticipations are mounting, I can tell you that.
You wouldn't be bored with Golden Slipper Day, Ken. You love it.
Today I love Simon, yeah. Today where Vane burst into the Hall of Fame, where Luskin Star showed us how good he was. Todman, Fine and Dandy, Sky High. All the champs have won this race. What a race it is.
Well, we're going to burst straight into some races here in race 1 from Rosehill Gardens, the Stevenson Food Services Stakes, over 2,000 metres. Let's take a quick look at the totes.
Right, number 1 in a flurry is at $6.80. Remember, the white column is the one we've got to pay attention to. It's the latest tote price. Bluebird the Word at $14. Lawyer $4.60. Brave Prince $10. $7.30 for Four Far. Zero Rules $4.90, and he's been well back late in the betting ring. Is Ronnie is a scratching. Rule Integrity $9.40. Over the page we go to TAB number 9, which is Wellington for the Guy Water Stable, $9.60. Living End is a roughie. Genioso is also at $109, and Able Way almost out there at $107.
Well, fellas, what do you like in the race? Kenny, you've gone with Brave Prince. Ronnie Duffy with Wellington and Simon Marshall with Lawyer. And talking of Simon Marshall, he's in for the long haul this afternoon, right out in the middle of this wonderful racetrack. Simon, how is it?
Well, it's perfect conditions out here today, Simon. The track is rated as fast and the rail is out 3 metres, as always, for the Golden Slipper. Perfect conditions for the jockeys. And just behind the barriers here, some great atmosphere building up already for what is to be one of the greatest days in racing. Back to you.
It certainly will be a great day in racing. Perfect conditions, a little humid, but that track, it looked magnificent walking on this morning, right?
Yeah, certainly, Simon. We've had no rain during the week, and this will be the first fast track I'd suggest we've had here since Bint Maskey won her slipper. So it's going to be very fast times all day, I'd suggest.
Yeah, the STC have adopted a new watering policy, and we had a lot of problems with the track here. Everything looks to be fixed up now, which is a ripper. And there, as the market moves, you see Zero Rules as the firmer into $4.50, just ahead of Lawyer now for favouritism on the tote. Remember, only 10% coming out of the wind pools on the first 6 races on the New South Wales tote today. In a flurry at $6.60. And she is third pick. I've got me cash on Brave Prince, and they're about to go. Let's go to our caller, Terry Bailey. Here he is.
It's flashing. Set to jump first on Amy Golden Slipper race day. Track in fast order the first time since mid-September of last year. They stand well. In a flurry's met with very good support. Zero Rules will run favourite on track. They're racing. Brave Prince wide out, jumped reasonably well. Wellington near the inside, Lawyer and Zero Rules, one from the fence away fast. Bluebird, the word, showing speed. Able Way, the 3-year-old, coming across from wide out, but Zero Rules will lead from Lawyer and Able Way going up past the first bend. They were followed by Bluebird, the word, tucking in. Behind those, Royal Integrity, the grey on the fence, Wellington from Inter Flurry. 2 lengths away is Four Far, about 3 lengths to Brave Prince, Living End. And Jenny Oso, the last one as they go around the corner. Heading down the back, 1,550 to go, and Zero Rules for Kieran McAvoy, the pacemaker, and he's fighting him at the moment. He leads by 3 lengths, Able Way, and it's a genuine tempo. 3 lengths to Lawyer. He's on the outside of Bluebird, the word, 2 back, Royal Integrity. Wellington centre field on the rail, 1.5 lengths to the top weight, and the mare Inter Flurry. They were followed by Four Far, Brave Prince, Living In, and Jenny Oso last of all. Racing up past the 1,100 metres mark, and Zero Rules going fiercely in front. He's a good leader. He's out by 4 to 5 lengths, Able Way. 2.5 to Lawyer, getting a cosy run on the fence. They were followed by Bluebird, the word, as Lawyer is now 1 off the rail. In 4th position, Bluebird, the word. 3/4 back, Royal Integrity. Wellington on the fence. They were followed by Inter Flurry, Four Far, Brave Prince, Living End, and Jenny Oso last. 12 lengths covers the field. 7.50 out in the first of the day, and Zero Rules from the Gold Coast leads the way by 2 lengths. Able Way a clear second, Lawyer third. On the fence, Bluebird, the word. Royal Integrity is outside of Wellington. Jenny Oso going around them in a lightning bid. 1.5 lengths to Inter Flurry, about to tag up from Four Far, Brave Prince, and Living End last as they pack up on the bend. 450 to run. The leader coming around the corner, Zero Rules from Able Way. Lawyer coming to the outside. Jenny Oso outside of it from Bluebird, the word. Inter Flurry starting to let down, and Royal Integrity in the blue jacket looking for a run at the 250, and Lawyer and Brian York had swept to the front. Able Way tries to match Lawyer, and Inter Flurry's running on with Royal Integrity, and Brave Prince is screaming down the outside. Lawyer in front. Inter Flurry ranging up. The mare's coming home the better. Inter Flurry grabbed the lead in the shadows of the post, and Inter Flurry won it. Very tight second. Brave Prince or Lawyer, and close up Able Way. Bluebird, the word, Wellington, Royal Integrity next. Then Zero Rules, Four Far, Jenny Oso, and Living In last in.
Yeah, Inter Flurry from Melbourne, back to form. Now trained by Cliff Brown, came from about 3rd last on the home turn and picked her run just perfectly. $6.80 for the win and $2.50 for the place. Brilliantly ridden by Stephen Arnold, formerly of Adelaide, riding now out of Victoria, and rode this mare an absolute treat. As we pick up the replay, that's Able Way in the blue and white colours on the rails, claimed by Lawyer. Lawyer in the yellow and black cap, looked the winner halfway down the straight, but now further out you'll see the mare Inter Flurry. There she is, grabbing the Lawyer, and Inter Flurry goes home better from this point. Arnold using the whip in the right hand, as most Melbourne jockeys do, and he's grabbed Lawyer right on the line. The official placings are 1, 3 and 4. 4 is the grey Brave Prince, who's steamed down the outside to snare 3rd placing. Looked as though he might even win with about 80 yards to go, but Inter Flurry went home better than him. So the placings are 1, 3 and 4. Inter Flurry, $6.80 and $2.50. Number 3, Lawyer, has paid $1.80, and number 4, Brave Prince, has paid $3. About 3rd favourite in the ring, Inter Flurry, but seemed to be pretty well backed, and this boy, Stephen Arnold, rode him an absolute treat. He's now over there with Simon Marshall.
Thank you very much, Kenny Callender. Well, Stevie, your only ride today, magnificent performance in a Flurry, returning back to the winner's circle.
Yeah, that's right, mate. She's a good class mare, and it was good to see her back in form.
Stepping up to the 2,000 a day really suited us, Stevie. How's the track racing?
Yeah, it's got a good cover of grass on it.
Yep.
It's firm underneath, but it's got a good cover of grass on it, so I couldn't see any problems with it.
Beautiful, mate. You're struggling a little bit with your weight. You're a heavyweight jockey, but boy, geez, mate, it's nice to win a race on Slipper Day.
Oh, it's lovely, Simon.
All right, Stevie Arnold there, folks, within a Flurry, winning the first on Slipper Day. Kenny?
Yes, a big wrap on the track too, Ken.
Yeah, the track's good. As Stephen Arnold said, a good growth of grass, but they're going to run fast times. They ran 2:3.3 there. Pretty good for 2,000 metres.
Well, the Amy Golden Slipper, that's the big race of the day. And as we take this first break on a big race day here on the Wide World of Sports, we'll be back with a detailed look at the Amy Golden Slipper. Yes, well, race 1 here on Amy Golden Slipper Day. It's been run and it's been won. The Melbourne trained in a flurry. First over the line, 680 and 250. 180 for Lawyer running second, number 3. And number 4, Brave Prince, ran third at $3. Well, what a day's racing we've got for you here today. Amy Golden Slipper Day will take you right through the card. The second race on the program, the Queen of the Turf Stakes, followed by the Perrier Tulloch Stakes at 125, the Mercedes Classic, the Ansett Australia Stakes is race 5 at Group 1 level. And then, of course, the big one, the Amy Golden Slipper at 4:15, then race 7, the Parramatta Leagues Club Stakes, and the last at 4:55, the Moe and Shandon. On a big day like this, you don't like to see many scratchings, and there isn't. A couple of the significant ones are Brew out of race 4, and Time Out, obviously, out of the Golden Slipper and the Emergency Moon Flute.
Simon, there's a late scratching in race 2. Number 13, Snartec, is to be added. It's only been scratched a short time ago.
Well, let's have a look and Ken take us through the Amy Golden Slipper, the early market.
Okay, there's a fair bit of money on the tote now, and the surprising thing is that with over $400,000, that Royal Courtship is a 10-to-1 chance. $11 for Royal Courtship, $5.60 for Accelerator, Spectatorial at $8.70, Viscount $12, Red Hennigan $18, Time Out was scratched yesterday, Coral Salute $32, almost $200 for number 8 Mystegic. Over the page to number 9. Come on, here we go. Regal Kiss at $12, $9.10 to Ha Ha, $14 True Jewels, Hosanna $9.30, Phaser $13, Donna Natalia $40, Shove Off $17, Fair Embrace $51, and New Key TAB number 70 is at $68. Number 17 and 18 Moon Flute did not get a run.
Well, that's TAB markets. Now, what's happening in the betting ring? Andrew Voss, he's going to be bringing us up to date all day, running around. It's a pleasure to welcome him to Amy Golden Slipper Day, and he's with Colin Tidy.
One of the busiest men this afternoon is, of course, the leading rails bookmaker, Colin Tidy, who had, well, probably a day to forget this day last year. What's going to happen this afternoon?
It was a nightmare last year, Andrew. This year, I expect it to be a really fast pace early, and I'm looking for horses to finish on. My selection actually is Spectatorial, who I'm sure will be charging home at the finish. And I'm looking for back markers to finish in the first 3. Horses like Viscount, Hosanna, they're the horses that'll be running on, perhaps even Phasia. But I'm discarding all the front markers. That's my opinion, Andrew. I'm sticking to it.
As far as the betting goes, are you expecting anything out of the ordinary leading up to the big one?
Well, the horse that could be a big plonk is Spectatorial. The connections are noted as very large bettors, as obviously is John Singleton. But I expect Spectatorial to be the big firmer if they let loose, because I'm sure they're very confident. That could be the big firmer. I expect it to be really 4-to-1 the field, Andrew. It's a very open race, a lot of depth, and it should be a really good betting race.
All right, Colin, all the best for today.
Thank you very much.
Colin Tidy, the leading rails bookmaker.
Thanks for that, Vossi. Colin Tidy there. He's pretty keen on Spectatorial. Now, the slipper field, Gay Waterhouse, obviously, with a big say with 5 runners, and John Hawkes with 3. We'll come to them a little later on, but firstly, Ronnie Dupsey, we've got him right on the spot here. Colin Tidy is very confident about Spectatorial. How are you feeling about it?
If I can just interrupt, Ron, we should point out to people that don't know that Ron's a part owner of Spectatorial, if they're getting a little confused by the emotion.
And one of the owners that Cole's talking about that like a bet, it wasn't me, I can tell you that much.
Might have been your brother.
It might have
I reckon it was a family member. Mate, how's it feel? Like a slipper runner, not only a slipper runner, but a real red-hot, genuine chance.
Oh, yeah, it feels fantastic, you know, to get this far with a 2-year-old. You know, there's only 16 that can compete in the race. And he's one of them, and he's a live chance, believe me. You know, he's only had the 3 starts, 2 at them at Group 1 level. He's an adaptable horse, does everything right. He's settled into Sydney well. I think he'll run well.
You talk about him being adaptable. We saw that in the size produce. He sat wide, but his finishing sprint was magnificent. I think you could either go forward today or back. That's him coming down the outside in the black and lime checks with the black and lime cap. It was a ripple ring.
Oh, my word. He showed he was strong at the finish. He drew the outside barrier. You know, maybe the track was better in the middle of the track and may have flattered him a little, but you can only beat them, and he beat them well. And like I said, he led in the Blue Diamond. He's come from near last there, so there's a lot to like about him, I feel.
He's an adaptable horse, Ken.
He is. I'd assume, Ron, today he'll probably about have half a dozen behind him.
Well, he's the type of horse, as Paddy said. He said, I could be running anywhere from 4th to 11th. So he's the type of horse you can use up, go forward a length, come back a length, you can make a couple of runs on him and he doesn't over-race, so that's a good sign.
Looking for the tip. Did Brother Rod come down from Hong Kong?
Yeah, they're all here. There's a team of them here, so it might be well backed.
That's the tip.
Now, can a Black Opal winner win the Golden Slipper today?
A Black Opal winner did a couple of years ago in Catbird, but I certainly don't think it can today, Simon. Coral Salute is not up to this class.
Well, Gary Patelli's the trainer. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Gary Patelli had no luck in the barrier draw with Coral Salute.
No, not a real lot of luck, but we weren't expecting any either. You know, it's, we'll get back anyway, so we won't be in the mad skirmish. We'll keep out of it all.
Sometimes it allows you to ride the horse how you want to, ride it a bit quietly.
Well, I think that's the key to this horse. If they go hard enough up front, we'll get back. We'll be back with Hosanna, and some of the chances are going to be back with us. So hopefully we can finish off just as well as them.
It'll worry jockey Jimmy Cassidy, who won the Black Opal, sacking you for the slipper?
Jockeys are renowned to be bad judges, mate. So hopefully we'll prove him wrong this time too.
And here's Coral Salute at Canberra, Simon, with the big finish, Jimmy Cassidy riding him.
Yes, no, Gary Patelli, I suppose, you know, he goes in with some sort of chance. And the horse has performed under pressure.
Since the Black Opal.
He's picked up tremendous this week. He's that well, he's almost dangerous to himself. So, you know, it's a nervous few days for us.
Yeah, I think, look, it is a nervous few days for everyone, but Black Opal winner in this class of field, I don't think it's going to get there today.
No, I think the better chance is the horse we're going to talk about next, the Adelaide filly Regal Kiss.
Yeah, I think she is a genuine chance, shown form up here in Sydney, coming across from Adelaide. The camp is pretty keen.
Yeah, she led and went good here at in the Rising Slipper trial. That's her on the rails in front in the Paddy Payne style. Now watch out, second from the outside in the white cap. That's Pfizer steaming home. She's also in the top four in the betting in the big race today, because a lot of keen judges think she can be midfield and be the one to get to the line. But by golly, the winner went pretty good too, and Leon McDonald, the trainer, thinks she goes better held up a little.
Yeah, maybe she does, but I think they handed that race to her. The sectional time, she slowed up, nothing wanted to lead. Donna Natalia went back that day. I thought Faze's run was every bit as good.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, let's have a look at what Leon McDonald has to say, the trainer of Regal Kiss.
Leon McDonald, they've given you the visitors draw.
I certainly have, Ken. It was a bit of a bad feeling in the stomach when it came out, but anyway, that's our lot, isn't it?
What happens now? You have to go forward?
Oh, and she would have gone forward anyway, but she doesn't have to lead. And a couple of horses inside of her, I think Miss Tejic will probably go forward, and Donna Natalia from an inside draw. So, you know, who knows your luck in a big city.
She was very impressive in the Riesling. She was allowed her own way in front, but she beat them quite comfortably. Has she gone on since then?
I think she has. I think she's improved since then. She was allowed her own way in front, but we didn't really want to be there because it's 1,200 metres. It was the first go at 1,200 metres, and we didn't really want to lead. But when there was no leader, we never really had an option.
Up here in Sydney, we're inclined to discount Adelaide form a bit. Not many people had heard of Regal Kiss. Did you always know she was up to this grade?
I always knew she was up to the grade, and you did too, because I heard you, but everybody else discounted her, so we were the only good judges.
Let's hope you're the right judge again in the big one.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, Leon McDonald there with Kenny. Now, you might discount Adelaide form. Do you discount Melbourne form with True Jewels, winner of the Blue Diamond?
No, I don't, but I do think in the Blue Diamond it favoured horses near the rail, near the lead. And I think that the win in the Blue Diamond did flatter her just that little. Here she is.
Lonro's a good way back, unwinding his run. La Laguna's coming after the leader with True Jewels. Spectatorial's fighting on well. Spectatorial, True Jewels. La Lagoon on the outside. True Jewels put the head in front of the middle from La Lagoon. True Jewels has won it. True Jewels are neck on the line. McAvoy and Moroney are done.
Yeah, wonderful race on Blue Diamond Day. The trainer of True Jewels is Mike Moroney. Here's what he's got to say.
Michael, you snuck up on everybody in the Blue Diamond. Can True Jewels do it again in the slipper?
Yeah, no reason why she can't do it again, Ken. Thought first run here was very good, and I thought she'd improve with the run. We badly need a barrier draw, and we got one that was good enough, I thought.
You don't mind the barrier?
Not at all.
Yeah. Where do you visualise her settling down?
Look, she's got enough speed to lead her. She has to. Look, she'll jump and go forward to a degree. I can just see her sitting in the first five all the way.
And she's done well in the meantime?
She has. She's done everything right in the meantime.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Johnny Hawkes has got 3 runners in this Amy Golden Slipper today to find out their chances. Here he is with Simon Marshall.
Yes, 2 fillies and a colt, that's for sure. Johnny Hawkes, big day as usual for you. Hosanna will talk about number 12. Terrific win in the Magic Night last start.
Yeah, very good effort, Simon. She had got well back and hit the line very well, but different class of race today. She's going to get back again, and she's going to find it hard to sort of the class horse she's going to be giving a start to today to beat, but she's a very genuine racehorse, much like her dad, and she knows how to find the line. So if she had a charm run, they opened up at the right time. You never know, stranger things have happened.
She had the 4 starts for 3 wins, Hawksy. Has she been one of these 2-year-old fillies that's nice and forward and tough enough?
Very tough, very much like her dad, genuine, and you know, knows how to find the line, and that's really what's got her here today. Only minus she had was a bad track at Canberra, which, you know, Canberra's a funny track.
Okay, we've got Phaser 2, number 13, Ron Quinn to ride. And Phaser, we saw her in Melbourne. She won a Diamond Prelude there in fine style, but I thought one of her best runs was when she got back when the Gouch rode her there one day. But here she is winning a Diamond Prelude, Hawksy.
Yeah, she was, in my opinion, rode upside down that way. She doesn't like to race up on the speed, and the track's become very hard in the Prelude and the Blue Diamond in Melbourne, and she really wasn't suited to that. And previous start, when you said she ran well, it was on a bit of rain-affected ground. So today's a good track, but in saying that, it'll, you know, it's got a lovely cushion of grass. So, but she's done tremendous. Her run was excellent last start. She come from a long way back, run great sectionals, and if she can race midfield, she's going to be extremely hard to beat.
Terrific. Okay, let's talk about the colt now. Number 4, Viscount. He's been pretty impressive. He's had 5 starts for 2 wins. His win at Canterbury when he beat the Accelerator. It was a good run. Things went his way that night, though.
It's not so much his way. I think he needs speed in a race, and he's going to get it today. So, drawing a good gate, he's going to have a lovely run in the race somewhere midfield, and, you know, he'll hit the line at the right time. And said the harder they go, the better it'll suit him.
Yep. All right, Hawksy, here we're just getting to the line. He's a lovely striking colt. Geez, they streaked their opposition that night.
Yeah, he had a lovely run in the race. Accelerator, I think he's still going to be extremely hard to beat. But, you know, it's a great race, a lot of depth in it this year, and I think the one there's a little bit of luck on the run to win the race.
All right, 3 of the best for Johnny Hawkes today. Simon O'Donnell. All the best, Hawksy.
Thanks, Simon.
All right, Simon O'Donnell.
Good on you, Simon. Now, going on from Johnny Hawkes, Donna Natalia, Show Off, Fair Embrace. Anyone having a grab at them?
Well, I've got to say that Donna Natalia and Fair Embrace will probably be the 2 leaders in the race. Agree with that, Ronnie?
Yeah, I do. I think Fair Embrace has got to kick up because she's got that one barrier, and Donna Natalia, well, who knows? She might want to cross her.
I'd say, but both of them are only rough place chances.
Only rough place chances. Well, I tell you what, we're a rough chance to be with you right through the afternoon. I can assure you that. We're going to be back with more of a look at the Amy Golden Slipper right after this break. Can Gay Waterhouse win the Amy Golden Slipper? I tell you, if she does, there'll be some colour in this place.
Well, she's certainly got a great chance, Simon. She's got 5 runners. She's got the 2 favourites. She's right in the race.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at the 5 runners. I mean, this is phenomenal, really. To have 5 2-year-olds keyed up and genuine chances of winning the race.
And remember, she had one scratch yesterday.
It's a great effort.
Oh, sensational. And Royal Courtship is unbeaten. Accelerator's only had the 1 loss. He won the Magic Millions. Oh, gee whiz, they're good horses, Ron, aren't they?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. They've been up all the way through, and Gay's done a marvellous job with them, and she's got the right barriers with them today. She's got the right jockeys on them. Oh, I think, you know, obviously she's about even money to win the race.
Well, this is Royal Courtship winning at Randwick, first up from a spell. Everyone had him a little bit fat this day, but he come along and he beat his stablemate Ha-Ha. That's him in the red and black, about 3rd now, going to 2nd. Ha-Ha just inside him, and Donna Natalia over on the rails.
He definitely looked above himself that day.
Yeah, he did indeed, Ron, didn't he?
The Todman was the next.
Yeah, and then in the Todman, he won again, Royal Courtship. This time he come from last down the outside of the field. That's Viscount inside him in the Cerise. He sprinted too quickly for Viscount, crossed him. Today, Viscount might be having the last run at him, Ron.
This is what worries me. Look at him just getting in under pressure here. You can't make many mistakes in the Golden Slipper. I seen Lawyer do that in the first, and it's cost him the race. race. So, you know, he'll want to be on his best behaviour here at Royal Courtship. Smallfield doing that's a concern.
Well, the man that's got to make sure the behaviour is spot on is Brian York. He's the pilot this afternoon. This is what he's got to say.
Brian York, all eyes are going to be on you in the Golden Slipper. Do you feel the pressure?
Oh, there's a bit of pressure. I mean, it's a Golden Slipper favourite. I mean, you've got to make sure you do everything right. But, you know, I'll shoot it as I always do. I go out there to do my best every time, and that's what I'll be doing Saturday.
You've stuck with Royal Courtship right through. You think you've made the right decision?
I think so. I'm quite confident. I mean, the barrier draw has been kind to me. It's a nice draw, so I think that it hasn't affected his chances negatively, so I think he's still entitled to be favourite.
Barrier 8, you're happy with that? He'll actually start from 7 if the reserves don't get a run?
Yeah, well, I wanted around 6 or inside of that, so I virtually got where I wanted. You know, not much wider than what I really wanted, so I think it's a good draw for him.
What about in the run? Obviously, you're not going to lead. He showed the other day he can sit off the speed. How far back do you visualise him getting?
I don't want him to get too far away. I'll just let him do what he wants to do early. I mean, I won't put too much pressure on him. There's a lot of speed on the race. They're going to go along very truly, which is good because that suits him. I'd envision him somewhere around about midfield or just in front of it. But it really will determine on how the horse is travelling. But I want to be as close as I can without pushing him too hard.
Yes, that pace will be on it. It always is on in the Slipper, isn't it?
I've never seen a Golden Slipper where they've dawdled. They certainly won't today with Donna Natalia and Fair Embrace in the race. They'll go very, very fast.
Does that suit Accelerate?
I reckon it does. When he was beaten at his only defeat 3 weeks ago in the Skyline Stakes at Canterbury, in a field of 5, 2 horses took him on for the lead. Here he is in blue and green, just going to lead now. And when he tried to settle, these 2 horses kicked up, and without anyone to sort of tuck in behind, he pulled fairly hard. And with only 5 runners, I think this race exaggerated the performance of Viscount, who you'll see in a minute comes along in the straight and beats him.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. He did a good job to hold on as long as he did this day, and you know, whether it's just knocked that edge off him, that's the concern.
Yeah, and he's been up since he won at Randwick in December, won the Magic Millions in January, then he's been up February, he won in the Silver Slipper, and then he ran in that in March, and now we're into April, so he's had a long time.
Now, 2 of our other, obviously, chances, but probably no one is wrapping them as much as Accelerator and Royal Courtship are Red Hennigan and New Key.
Yeah, and, well, I think Red Hennigan's got a chance. He won here last Saturday. I don't like New Key.
No, I don't like New Key. You've got Ha Ha there as well. She's tough and, you know, she's strong as well.
We can have a look at Ha Ha in the Sweet Embrace, and that was a pretty good effort.
Yeah, she was trapped 3 wide all the way, and here she is just joining the leaders. And I thought she showed a lot of guts to get past Moonflute in the last little bit here. And Ha Ha's the sort of horse, or to hold off Moonflute, I should say. She was the one in the middle. Moonflute came at her, and she showed a lot of guts to hold off Moonflute after a very hard run. And I think a horse with ticker has always got to be respected.
No doubt about it.
It's one of those races where they just got to have plenty, don't they?
Exactly right. New Key, even though he's probably got no hope, he's got plenty of early speed, and he'll prove a nuisance to those horses on the outside trying to get over.
Yeah, and you've got a horse like Mystigic who can be a bit of a pest as well.
Yeah.
Well, out of Gay's 5, what's her best chance?
I like Accelerator to beat Royal Courtship of hers from 5.
Of hers, I'd suggest